Welcome back to the lab, y'all. It is your old Professor Pilk, and once again, I'm coming back with more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Now, I have kind of petered out of Scarlet and Violet a lot lately, just because there hasn't been a lot to do. There haven't been a huge amount of updates. We haven't had any 7-star raids, but I happen to realize this is the first time I've really logged in and actually gone online since the Chesnaught Raid dropped. Now, ever since the 7-star raids went away, I haven't really done much, and that made me realize I still have a Chesnaught raid just chilling, because if you don't go online, you never really lose the raid. They just stay in rotation. So I need to make a slight correction here. Apparently, Chesnaught ran over the weekend with very little fanfare. There was almost no word of this happening, and that means that when we were running this, it actually was live in the game. I don't remember there being any news on this. I don't remember anybody really ever covering this, and best of my knowledge, at this moment, we do not have a new raid listed. But if you did run it over the weekend, if you were so lucky and you remain offline, you will continue to have this raid so that you can continue to farm it. So do bear that in mind as we go forward with this video. But it brought up an interesting thought in my mind. Well, two, actually. Now, number one, since we have Pokemon Home now, we can actually have a little bit more fun with some unusual mons that we normally wouldn't utilize here. So I've got Palkia, I've got Dialga. Palkia's a better all-around option here, though Dialga's not terrible. You actually can get, you see I've got the Adamant Crystal and I've got his origin form. You actually can get these in-game, and I'll drop a video on that here shortly if you guys want to learn how to do that. So I've got a ton of these legendaries that I've pulled over. These are all from Legends Arceus. In fact, if you ever want to see, there's a little icon right here that tells you what game it's from. Pretty soon we're going to pull over some things from Sword and Shield. And then if I inevitably get a copy of, or get a DS with Pokemon Bank on it, we'll even pull over some really old mon, and we'll just see how this changes. Let me know in the comments what kind of things you want to see in that regard. But number one, it really got me thinking about what can we do with some of these. I mean, obviously I'm using the legendaries, but some of the Pokemon from the other games. So let's just check out this this Palkia that I built here. Now, probably not the best option here, but you guys know I like really out-of-the-box builds. And Palkia is about as out-of-the-box as we get. Now, I do have the item for his origin form, but we need some healing here. So once again, we're throwing a Shell Bell on Palkia, and you'll kind of understand why once we get into the fight. Well, actually getting to the moveset here, you will see that I have maxed out special attack. There's a little bit of special defense, a little bit of speed. I need to get rid of that so I can max out HP, but it's high enough. It should be fine. Yes, I did EV train, and I also, you can't really see it in this view, but I also hyper trained Palkia so that all my stats are at the absolute best they can possibly be. Move-wise, I've got Aqua Ring and Rain Dance. Basically, Aqua Ring is going to give us the opportunity to do a little bit of healing every turn. Rain Dance is going to increase the amount of damage that we're doing every turn. And then I've just put Surf and Hydro Pump on here as two very good moves that Palkia can reliably use and produce just an insane amount of damage. Now, there might be some other moves that we can do, but these seem to be the most reliable and produce some of the best results. Though, let's just see here what in Gen 9 is our general repertoire for moves. So, obviously, Aqua Tail would be a good one. It is only an accuracy 90, so I'm not a huge fan of that. But that actually might produce more damage than Surf is. Let's see what happens here. Or actually, since that's Aqua Tail, I bet you, I didn't even look at it, that is likely, yeah, see it even says here, Palkia is pretty gentle by nature. It seems to have traveled across space and time to join me from the Hisui region, basically saying it came from Legends Arceus. So I like seeing that. That's super cool that it knows all of that. I just find that, I know, it's just code, but it's the fact that everything is so interconnected now is really, really, really fun to me. So let's go back in here. So Aqua Tail is a physical move, and since Palkia is a special attacker, though physical attack is up there, special attack is significantly higher, and it's where we have all of our EVs. So we're gonna stick with Surf, I think, as a special attack. So let's go ahead and jump in the raid. This is the number one reason that I said we are not going to be really focusing on physical moves. That and the fact that Palkia is a much more I mean, his physical attack is bad, but his special attack is so much. Alright, so we're going to do Rain Dance. I'm going to avoid Aqua Ring for the moment. I'm going to save that for a later game situation. And we're just going to do Rain Dance and Surf. Because I feel like in the beginning era of this battle, that really is going to be kind of our biggest decision maker here. Okay, so we're going to do Surf again. And we should be pretty close to full heal, if not a full heal every time. Now with Aqua Ring, I think we will get a full heal, but actually we just got a full heal there, so that's not too bad. Here comes another Wood Hammer, and a critical hit. That didn't feel great, but it is what it is. So we'll do another Surf. And he's probably pretty close. If he's not going to put up his shield this turn, he'll put it up next turn. But what we'll do, we'll try to foresee when the feint's going to happen. Here we go. I think I've got a turn. One turn probably here to do my attack. Maybe. Let's see what Surf does. I don't think Surf is going to be as effective here. But let's go ahead and see. We got like 20 healing out of that, so maybe that's just it. Here comes Wood Hammer. Okay. So, the rain cleared up. That's perfect, so we can do Rain Dance on this turn. He will likely wipe us out with the Wood Hammer on this turn. There we go. Perfect. I know you go, but you fainted. That's fine. One, maybe, depending on the situation, 2 feints isn't the worst thing ever. Sometimes it's what you have to do to get through this on solo. Now, the good news is if you have 4 Palkias that are in battle built like this, you're going to have options. You're definitely not going to be hurting. But here we are. Now I can initiate Aqua Ring on this turn. That'll give us a little bit of healing. Everybody healing from this point forward is going to help out. Okay, here comes the Wood Hammer. Now, when I Terrastalize, Wood Hammer's going to hurt worse. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and Terrastalize, and I'm going to start doing Hydro Pump. Now, I hear you saying, but you Terrastalize, that means his Wood Hammer is going to hit you really hard. It is. But so is our Hydro Pump. The downside is Hydro Pump has a chance to fail, but we're going to kind of bank on that not being the case. Okay. I was actually sweating there for a minute. I was like, oh, I called it out. Of course it's going to start acting up. There we go. We got a full heal out of it. Very, very nice. Here comes Wood Hammer. Now, Wood Hammer will be super effective. It ain't going to feel good. But for as quickly as we'll take down his shield, I think we'll be in good hands. So Hydro Pump. There we go. I think 4, maybe 5 hits will do the trick. As I said, so long as we don't miss, we'll be fine. I didn't think you could poison him while he's got his barrier up, but whatever. It's there. He's poisoned. Boom, look at that. Good hit, Palkia. Good hit. This is working out excellently. Yeah, nullify the stat changes all you want. We don't have any stat changes to nullify. They're cheap. Now, bulk up is scary because bulk up means he's going to hit harder. But here we go. That did not feel great. That did not feel brilliant at all, but I'll be honest with you guys. So long as Rain Dance holds out for at least this turn, I think we'll be fine. And there goes Rain Dance. So I do not have time to reinitiate it. I'm just going to have to do Hydro Pump. Hope for the best. It's going to cut about 1/3 of our damage. But we still got a good hit. Oh, we got a critical hit. That is perfect timing for that critical hit. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Here comes Wood Hammer. It's super effective. It hurt bad. But Here we break his stance. This is it. This is pretty much the blow. Now, the downside is we are probably going to faint next turn. But it doesn't matter. We come in, we set Rain Dance back up, and we are happy and content. Here we go. Faint. We lose our Terastallization, but his barrier's gone, so it's really not that big of a deal. Downside is we are gone for 10 seconds, and we will lose some time. But I honestly think we can make that up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. God, the 10-second timer feels like forever. Because... Alright. So let's set up Rain Dance again. And we'll do Surf. I don't know that there's actually, because both are base 80. If I recollect, I think Hydro Pump gets a little bit more of a boost from this. But right now, with with us being a little bit lower on time and needing the guaranteed hit, I'm just going to kind of use Surf to finish him off. Ooh, that critical hit, though. I really can't... I cannot overstate how much I do not want to miss an attack at this juncture, especially with how hard that's hitting. Now the good news is, there isn't much time left. That's cool, because I think honestly, if not this turn, next turn we'll be out. There we go. Bam. Go for it, dude. Just go for it. And that is that. And I think the recoil extended him there. So that is how you beat this with Palkia. Wasn't clean, wasn't the best run, but, I mean, remember, we were at a major disadvantage when we were Terastallized. So, like I said, timing is literally everything. Now, will Chesnaught return? That's the big question. And, dare I say... Probably. I'd be a little shocked if the answer was no. I think that it's a great way for them to reintroduce 7-star raids back into the game. But the question is, what do we do now with 7-star raids, since they were all pretty much starters, and Pokemon Home is now open? And the honest answer here is, guys, we have a limited Pokedex. We do not have every unit in the Pokedex. This is a golden opportunity for them to trickle out updates that start introducing newer and newer and newer Pokemon until Scarlet and Violet has a nearly complete Pokedex. How phenomenal would that be? So, will 7-star raids return? I would say arguably most likely. Will they return quickly? Probably not. I think right now they're probably trying to figure out what their course of action is going to be. But I'll be totally honest with you guys, I do foresee it happening. There's no reason for them not to return the mechanic. And with the game getting a new update coming here in just a couple of months, there's just every reason in the world why they should do it. I don't know why I'm healing. All my Pokemon are healed, so it is what it is. But there you guys go. Now that Pokemon Home is open, we have so many more options in the game than we've ever had before. So, we're going to start covering some of the more unusual builds. We already covered a few unusual builds. We're going to go even further. I'm currently working on Legends Arceus, getting some of those weird Hisuian versions, and we're going to be bringing those over. We're going to be working with them. So Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is going to do nothing but just age like fine wine with all the options open to us. And especially that's why we decided to do the Sword and Shield stuff, why we'll cover some of the stuff from Hisui, and all the other Switch games. And eventually, I would like to add, as I said before, some of even the DS games. So, like, comment, share. There is so much more to come. I'm really excited for this, and I'll catch you guys on the next Pokemon Anything video.